Yes, what's going on? It's myself, Avelino, Young Fire.
And it's your boy Wretch 32, your old frame, and we're here gonna give a breakdown of our fire in the booth.
Yep.
You say, what was your approach to writing your verse?
Kind of like fight or flight. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if you ever verified this. My memory is not always so on point, but I feel like not too long before it, you was already gonna go in for a final beef, right?
Yeah.
Split second, a flash in my mind. I'm like, yo, I ain't got enough. Because I heard your verse. You rapped on the phone to me. I'm like, I ain't got enough tap. But that's it. I accept challenges. I guess it was no different. It's just I was just on it.
I think knowing that I was gonna do that beat, I always find like there's certain instrumentals that feel like the beginning or the end of the world. That just got me into that realm, and then I just started thinking about all the things that I could express or could say on the.
Totally agree with you, because even with the instrumental, I think definitely a full process was this needs to feel epic. That instrument that you picked, it's not from a rap.
No. Except a part of being a rapper, is hearing different instrumentals that are basically rap beats but are not rap beats.
Made a lot of noise being silent. They labeled me remote, now I'm being scouted by Island. Beg you, Warner brother, I'm universal, it's timing. I've got way too much to decipher for any cipher.
In my mind, and that like, I didn't start like that.
So I think the first thing was, at the time, there was like a, record label sort of conversations around me, you know what I mean? Something that was super interesting to me. How I felt at the time though, was maybe different to how I expected to feel when I first started rapping, where I was like, okay, I actually had some caution to it and I wasn't going to jump into anything because I felt like in control. And obviously I used the different record labels and the wordplay, but obviously the Silent, Warner Brother, Universal, and funny enough, saying there's way too much to decipher for any cipher. Expressing that from the up. An important thing for me with wordplay is, yes, the actual technique of the wordplay and the connection's great, but is there a message behind the lyric, and
Does it make sense?
does it make sense in the sentence and the scheme?
Lately, this been getting ever so close. Feeling spiritual while I'm driving, I should get near a ghost. Growing up, didn't know the difference between the road and my home. Now I'm growing, I'm trying to buy every home on my road. There's a transition that happens in life that we don't really talk about. And that's when you reach a certain age and you start losing the older generation. Every time you lose two people, you wonder, am I the three? Am I the hat trick?
Yeah.
As a youth, your perspective is different. It's just to go out, just to play. And it's like, then as I was grown, it's like my perspective is now to stay in and own.
Yep.
As much as the houses that I was playing Knockdown Ginger Run. It's like a whole life shift. I like to compare where I was to where I am.
The plan was to change the game and never let the game change me. So it's no strings attached until wireless main stage me. Like Free said, can't you hear the difference? I'm in Cavalli and Shrews, but that's just religion. Every time I made you pay attention, I was worth the listen. My thing consists of content. That's what you call consistent. Yo, just reminded me of them times, man. So the black, change the game and never let the game change me, I guess.
Yeah.
I've probably seen examples prior of, people gone into success or fame and characters have changed. When you hear the stories, I always had the idea that I wouldn't let that happen to me as a person. I'd only try to grow and become better as a human. No strings attached until wireless main stage me, a little word play with no strings attached on wireless. And I think that's connected as well, because before I said something about scheme about, Netflix and chill, you know what I mean? That you talk with it. You know what I mean? No strings attached.
No strings attached, yeah.
Also in my mind, kind of
saying no strings attached, the whole thing.
the whole thing attached. So essentially, it's a thread, you know what I mean? Even just the general, when I was talking about the not committing even to the labels, as well, you know what I mean? No strings attached, generally speaking. And obviously I had ambition. Wireless is a really important sort of festival for us, because it's from where we're from. Hundreds from Finsbury Park, is down the road, it's in our backyard. Just showing the ambition at the time, I just was in the zone. Like Free said, can't you hear the difference? He said that in his verse, right? The difference between what we're doing and what's going on out there. I think you have Just Cavalli and True Religion, and True Religion was kind of, was cool at the time, was wavy, right? So the wordplay of sort of mixing up, then swapping the names, but then to just say like, there's more to this than designer, clothes kind of things, then it's important to me, not just from every line, but every song, to be saying something.
Can you not hear the difference? Even when it's in your system, every time I flick the script, I got a scripture. I've seen man go from the strict to the strip club. I'm trying to go from meeting Rich T to the rich card, but I used to want to go from the bitch to the Brits card, and then I realized that it's a fix when your skin's dark. Should I do a Kanye and keep it chill up? Fuck that, even when I lose, I'm the winner. Yeah, just like to touch on what you said, just like, can you not hear the difference? Like saying, even when it's right in front of you. Literally every time I flipped the script, I'd like, it was movie like what the movie, Rich Tea to the Rich Club. It's like, as a youth, bare Rich Tea biscuits in my yard, like, and it's just like, I remember I always used to think like, right, why they call this biscuit Rich Tea? Like, you know that when you're young, your ambition, like, yeah, cool, I want to win this, I want to win that. More than anything, to be honest, I want to be mobiles, not being nominated for a Brit. I was just like, right, so random in a year where we done so much. Should I do a Kanye? You know that at that time Kanye was on his rants. Major rants, not these rants. These new rants are different.
Yeah, but these
rants there was a message in the message.
Yeah, you want to lose under one.
Yeah, even when I just think like, them kind of phrases, they remind me of stuff that like my granddad or my uncle would say. And you come across scenarios in life where it's like, you've took a minor L
to
that equated to that. You know what I'm saying? Something bigger on the other side.
Sometimes 1,000 words are worth a picture. Ignore the fact that I'm an artist. That's why I'm an Insta. Hard work breeds success, and although I'm in labour with how I'm gonna need a midwife, there's so much pressure to deliver, but I'll deliver. I feel like with words, we can create images that pictures can never do justice, you know? Yeah, hard work breeds success, you know? Giving birth is hard work for women, right? Although I'm in labour with success, I'm breeding success. But then I said, but I'll deliver. Although, you know, there's pressure and there's, you know, I'm gonna need a midwife, I need support. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's inevitable. I don't think anyone in the room when the woman's giving birth doubts that the outcome is gonna. Yeah. Oh no, there's all of the madness and chaos and screaming. I think not a soul in that place doubts that the birth is gonna happen.
Shit seems shocking when you're reading about it. 6 years old, they was raiding my house. Shit, trying to find my uncle, didn't open my mouth. Shit, my dad might have killed me. No snitching on our shit. The Titanic ain't going down because of me. I can't swim, but I'll be the anchor for the sea. How did they expect musicians to stay afloat? The fool ourselves keep going down the stream. The concept of streaming was new. And now there's more of an understanding. What does this new process entail? And I just like, right now, we're on a shoot. If I'm the captain of mine, I'm not going to be the reason that we, you know what I mean, that we sing. Seems shocking when you're reading about it. Mark Duggan and all of that in 2011. For you, this is a news story, whereas for man, this is a reality. So type of stuff is just like, no shit that kids should experience. Yeah, I just thought that was the perfect way to end it.
Yes, it's me, Avelino, Young Fire.
And myself, Rich 2, the old flame. And this is how rappers wrap it up.
Yep.
We're signing out.
Signing out. Love. Peace.